Hi, I'm Papa K. These are the same bedtime stories I tell my daughters. So find a comfy place and let's begin tonight's story. Naaz and the Cozy Cloud Blanket. In a cozy, quiet house where the moonbeams danced on the window at night lived a little girl named Naaz. Naaz was 2.5 years old and she had the brightest, happiest eyes you ever did see. Naaz loved many things. She loved her fluffy teddy bear. She loved listening to the lullabies. But most of all, Naaz loved her cozy cloud blanket. It was a very special blanket. It was soft like a bunny, blue like the sky on a sunny day, and when Naaz snuggled into it, she felt as safe and warm as if she were floating on a real cloud. The cozy cloud blanket went everywhere with Naaz. It was for naps, it was for story time, and it was for snuggles before bed. One evening, it was almost time for bed. Naaz was tucked in, holding her cozy cloud blanket very, very tight. Night, night, cozy cloud blanket, Naaz whispered. But wait, Naaz heard a tiny sound. Chirp, chirp. It was Pip, the little brown bird, sitting on his perch by the window. Pip looked a little bit chilly. He fluffed his feathers, but he still shivered. Naaz looked at Pip. Then Naaz looked at her cozy cloud blanket. It was so big and warm, and Pip was so small and cold. Naaz thought for a moment. Her cozy cloud blanket was so cozy for one little girl. Could it be cozy for a small little bird too? Very slowly, Naaz unwrapped a tiny corner of her big blue blanket. Just a little corner. She gently lifted it and tucked it over Pip's perch. Pip stopped shivering. He looked at the soft blue corner. He hopped a tiny bit closer, then nestled his little head into the fluff. Chirp, chirp, cozy, Pip chirped happily. Naaz watched Pip. Her blanket felt just as cozy, even with a tiny corner shared, and her heart felt even warmer. She saw Pip snuggle, she saw him close his eyes, and she knew that her cozy cloud blanket was not just for her anymore. It was for her and her friend Pip. Naaz snuggled down again, pulling the rest of her cozy cloud blanket around herself. She felt warm and happy, knowing she had made her friend Pip warm and happy too. She learned that a cozy blanket is wonderful, but sharing a little bit of your cozy comfort makes your heart feel even bigger and warmer than the blanket itself. Night, night, Pip, Naaz whispered, closing her eyes, drifting off to sleep, feeling like she was floating on a cozy cloud of kindness. The Great Toy Hospital. Once upon a time, in a house filled with sunshine and laughter, lived a kind little boy named Jahan. Jahan had lots and lots of wonderful toys. Fuzzy teddy bears, speedy race cars, and big, colorful building blocks. But Jahan's very favorite toy was his bright red fire truck, Sparky. Sparky had ladders that stretched up, shiny wheels that spun fast, and a siren that went wee-oh, wee-oh. Jahan loved Sparky more than anything. One sunny afternoon, Jahan and Sparky were playing rescue heroes outside in the garden. They saved a squirrel from a tall tree and helped a ladybug cross the grass. It was a very busy day for Sparky. When it was time to go inside for dinner, Jahan was in such a hurry that, oh dear, he accidentally left Sparky the fire truck right in the middle of the lawn. Oops. That night, a big soft rain began to fall. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter went the rain on the roof. Jahan was tucked in his warm bed, fast asleep, dreaming of new adventures. The next morning, Jahan went outside. Sparky, he called. He found his fire truck right where he left it, but Sparky looked a little bit sad. The bright red paint was dull, and when Jahan pushed him, squeak, 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 one of Sparky's wheels sounded very unhappy. "Oh no," cried Jahan. "Sparky has a boo-boo." He carefully carried Sparky inside. Jahan knew just what to do. He decided to open the Great Toy Hospital. First, he found a clean, soft cloth. "This will be for Sparky's bath," he said. He gently wiped away all the rain spots and dirt. "There, Sparky, looking shiny already." Next, he looked at the squeaky wheel. A squeaky wheel needs a special checkup." Jahan found a tiny drop of oil, with a grown-up's help, of course, and carefully put it on the wheel. He pushed Sparky gently. Guess what? No more squeak squeak, just a smooth, happy whirr. "Hooray! Sparky is all better," Jahan cheered. Suddenly, Jahan looked around his room. He saw his teddy bear, Brownie, lying on the floor. "Brownie looks a little lonely," Jahan thought. He picked up Brownie and gave him a big warm hug. "Into the cozy toy box, Brownie, so you don't get lonely." He saw his building blocks scattered under the bed. "Oh dear, these blocks need a safe home too." He carefully stacked them into their basket. Clink, clank, clunk. Jahan realized something important. Just like Sparky needed a little care after being left outside, all his toys were much happier when they were safe, clean, and put away in their special places. He walked around his room, giving all his toys a little checkup. Is Funny Bunny tucked in nice and tight? Yes. Are the crayons all in their box? Yes. Is Sparky the fire truck in his garage in the toy box? Yes, and looking very happy. Jahan smiled. His great toy hospital was a success. He learned that taking good care of his toys made them happy. And it made him happy too, knowing all his friends were safe and sound. From that day on, Jahan always made sure his toys had a cozy home in their toy box before he went to bed. And Sparky the fire truck never had a squeaky wheel again. The Sparkly Star Surprise. The morning sun was peeking through the curtains, lighting up a bedroom filled with stuffed animals and wooden blocks. Mannat, the little girl, was busy on the carpet, wearing her bright red dress and her favorite yellow boots. On her shoulder sat her friend Pip, the little brown bird, watching closely as Mannat opened a very special silver envelope. Inside were her stickers. There were tiny hearts, blue moons, and at the very bottom, one giant extra sparkly gold star. It was the most beautiful sticker Mannat had ever seen. "Mine," Mannat whispered, touching the glittery edges. Suddenly, a tiny scratch came from behind a pile of soft pillows. A little grey mouse in a pink polka dot dress hopped out. "Oh my!" the mouse squeaked, her whiskers twitching. "I am Millie Mouse, and I have never seen anything shine like that. Is that a real star from the sky?" Mannat quickly covered the star with her hand. "No, it's my sticker, Millie, and I'm going to put it on my drawing." Millie Mouse hopped a little closer. "Could I just hold it for 1 second? I promise to be very careful with my tiny paws." Mannat shook her head. "It's too special, Millie. If you touch it, the sparkle might come off." Millie's ears dropped just a little bit. "Okay," she said softly. "I have some plain round stickers in my mouse hole, but they don't shine at all.
I was hoping to make my house bright for the winter.
Manat started to peel the star off the paper, but she stopped. She looked at her drawing, then she looked at Millie, who was sitting very still on a wooden block. Millie wasn't asking anymore. She was just watching with big, hopeful eyes. Manat looked at Pip. Pip tilted his head and gave a tiny, questioning chirp. Manat felt a little tug in her heart. She looked at the gold star. It was beautiful, but the room felt very quiet and not very fun. She imagined Millie sitting in a dark mouse hole with no sparkles at all. Millie, Manat called out. Millie Mouse looked up.
Yes, Manat?
It's hard to give away my favorite star, Manat said honestly. She looked at the sticker, then at her new friend. But I think it would be very good light for your house. Do you want to put it over your door? Millie's eyes went wide.
For me? To keep?
To keep, Manat nodded, finally feeling a big smile spread across her face. Millie did a dizzy little happy dance, spinning in circles until she fell over.
Oh, thank you, Manat. You are the best sharer in the whole world.
Manat realized that the gold star looked pretty on the paper, but it looked even better making her friend do a happy dance. She picked up a sheet of blue moon stickers and handed those to Millie too. Let's decorate your whole house, Manat said. They spent the rest of the morning working together, giggling as they turned Millie's mouse hole into a sparkling palace. Manat learned that a sticker stays on paper, but the happy feeling of sharing lasts forever. Good night. The end.